January 6th, 2022. And some of us are back and some of us are not back. Kyle is sick again. Fever. Possible COVID. Crazy. She thinks she has COVID because Rich gave her one of his ghetto home tests.
Ghetto?
Where'd you get these home tests from?
Walgreens?
Oh.
Are they expensive?
They are now. They weren't when I bought them.
Oh.
But there's like, I think 2 or 3. The one thing that is weird is the test I have has 2 different tests in it. And there's 2 kind of totally different sets of instructions. Shouldn't
That's
it be
weird.
the same exact process?
I would
Is
think
it-
so.
Is it one that like gives you results right away and the other one takes longer?
Yeah, Joey has the other one. So I had...
Oh, they're 2 different tests?
Well, they're 2 different tests, but they're both for COVID.
Oh.
So-
Okay.
Because the one Joey took says he's negative.
Yes.
The one Kyle took says she's positive.
Dun, dun, dun.
And Kyle's like, she goes, it says I'm positive. She goes, but I hate these tests. I can't remember how she put down the test. Like it's not that qualified of the test.
Mine was from Abbott Laboratories. So you've seen them. In fact, that's the picture they show when they say that Walmart still has a few, but in some places they're like, $30 when they used to be like 10 or 15. So when they were selling them and when nobody was really looking for them, I just got a few thinking at some point one of my kids or me are going to be sick and I'm going to want the test. So I took
Smart.
one over the break and I was negative, and Joey took one.
Well, the one you took, which one was it? Joey's?
The same one Kyle used, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Abbott Labs one.
Oh.
So she's positive.
You know what she said?
Dun, dun, dun,
So
dun.
my wife was like freaking out. Go, what were her symptoms? And the symptoms of what you've heard, like she was tired. She had, she had a fever, but she says her eyes feel like they're cross-eyed. I haven't heard that before.
I haven't heard that
Kinda
either.
weird.
I'm like,
That is so
dang.
strange.
Okay. So, Peyton, what was your deal? What'd you do last night?
Oh, man. I stayed up all night because I got to listen to my boyfriend and his friends play Fortnite until 10 minutes before I woke up at 3:30 this morning.
Oh, that's
yeah.
kind of inconsiderate.
Yeah, and so I am grumpy today. But it's okay. It's
They don't have
whatever.
respect for you to shut it down.
Oh, Rich, I went in there at probably 1:30 and I gave it to them all. I cussed them all out. I was so mad.
You should have taped that.
I was so mad. And then my boyfriend got back in the bed and was like, "Hey, can I turn on the TV?" And I'm like,
Jeez.
"No, you can't turn on the TV. I have 10 minutes to sleep." Get out of my face. I was so mad.
When it comes to gamers and they put that headset on, it's like the world outside does not exist.
I
They
know.
forget about everything.
I've had that with my kids. I had to come downstairs and say, man, I'm trying to sleep. You guys need to shut up.
Yeah. And I yelled out a couple times "Stop screaming!" They'd be like, "Sorry."
Were his friends over?
No, they were
okay, so-
Online.
Oh, yeah,
online
okay,
and stuff.
okay.
And they were all on FaceTime so they could all see each other too.
What?
It was this whole setup and I was so mad.
What game was it? Oh, it's Fortnite?
They're playing Fortnite, yeah.
What are they, 7?
I know.
They like to play squads and then they all
I know.
win and then it's this whole thing.
My sons go back and forth sometimes, from Call of Duty to GTA to all of a sudden it's like they go back to Minecraft and Fortnite
Yeah.
for a little bit. and then-
Minecraft
and then-
made a little comeback, like in my kids' worlds, for sure.
So crazy. And Suzette, what about you?
Oh, we didn't get any sleep either. It's one of
Dang.
it's one of those days for sure. So we were getting ready for bed last night and we have our routine where, we put the baby to sleep and then we make sure all the doors are locked, all the windows are locked. We just, want to feel safe. And finally we go to bed and it was one of those peaceful nights too where you're going to bed early and you're like, yeah, I was successful tonight. And we end up waking up to the house alarm going off at 1 a.m. And I sit up and then my husband sits up and we're like, what's happening? And then both our phones start going off and it's this ringtone, this notification sound that I never ever heard. Sometimes when you get those Amber Alerts, it's you're like, whoa, what's going on? Well, it was what is happening? I grabbed my phone and it says that the window was opened. That's what triggered the alarm.
Damn.
That's scary.
Yeah, and so at that point, our newborn starts crying, so I'm trying to comfort the baby, and then Mr. Baby is like, oh, I'm gonna get up and see what's going on. So he leaves, he walks out of the bedroom. I'm just sitting there with the baby, waiting and trying to listen to what's going on, and I hear all kinds of noise, and I'm like, is he wrestling, fighting with whoever broke into the house? At that moment, I'm like, do I put the baby in the crib and go help him, or do I stay here and protect the baby? I don't know what to do. And he's making all kinds of noise. And then he comes back and he's like, well, the window is shut. He's like, it was never opened. He's like, so I checked the entire house and everything seems fine. I'm like, that's so strange. We're like, okay. And then we get the call from the security company and they're asking if everything's fine. And we're like, yes, we don't know what happened. And so things calm down like again. And then all of a sudden the alarms go off again. And it's not the house alarm, but the window like sensor starts to like beep. And sometimes when you open the window, it goes like beep, beep. No, the window sensor was like beep, 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 nonstop. And again, we're like rattled. We're like, what? And he gets up and he goes to check and he's like, nothing is there. Like no one is here. I don't know why that's happening. And so we're up for a while. We even talked to like the security company and I guess there's just like a malfunction and they're going to fix it today. But
why's it got to be in the middle of the night when you're trying to sleep?
I know. And we were just like rattled for a good hour after that and we couldn't go back to sleep. We were just like, oh.
Dude, I think you got ghosts.
No, don't say that.
Yeah, I do. I think you got first of all, you got a terrible ghost burglar.
Yeah, that's scary for sure.
You don't know how to break in. He's trying to open the window on the outside. Remember when Patrick Swayze tried to kick that Mountain Dew can?
Yeah.
He's trying to figure out this ghost is trying to open a window and can't. He's trying to get it. I'm trying to figure it out. I just can't do it yet. I haven't figured out my powers.
Like,
Ghost burglar.
you're a ghost. You can go through the wall. You gotta open the window.
Oh, yeah, he hasn't figured out. He's not a smart ghost yet. You just go through the window. Oh, man.
Oh, it was so
But you know,
weird.
it's funny when you start to tell that story. I became very, very obsessed with Yellowstone during the holiday break, like very obsessed. And as soon as you said you heard the beep beep beep, I want to be like this. One of the stars of the show is a guy named Rip Wheeler. He's the foreman of the bunkhouse of the whole ranch, and I just like want to grab my rifle. I'll go check it out.
Go get
You see, so yesterday I was reading this article about Yellowstone. And as far as I know, only Rich started watching it, right?
Yeah.
But I finished it. I became obsessed with this show. And it is the highest rated. The finale came out on Sunday night. It's the highest rated show on TV since 2017.
Oh, wow.
Since 2017.
Hey, that's
People
a
are
hard.
loving it.
It's a hard show to find. Like
It's
you really
so
gotta
hard to
That's
find.
annoying. Because the first thing I did at the beginning of the year was cancel so many subscriptions. Like, I have way too many. It's like Netflix, Apple TV, Amazon, HBO Max, Peacock.
Paramount. There's Paramount. Then there's Paramount. There's Paramount Plus. Then there's Paramount Net.
I can't.
I know. It's on CMT, and it's really hard to find the show because you can watch it on Peacock, but only to season 3.
Oh,
Then
that's
you got to
annoying.
go to Paramount and watch it, and you can watch it on Paramount up until certain. You can also watch it on Amazon only to a certain part.
You know what I did? I just bought it.
That's what I did. I
Because
bought it
I
on
didn't wanna
Amazon. I bought
buy
season
the-
3 on Amazon, and I bought season 4 on Amazon, but it only took it to episode 9, and then the season finale came out.
I
They
think
gave
it
it
was
to
like,
you?
it was like $14.
What?
They gave it to you?
No, then I
next
watched it
episode?
live. I watched the season finale live, and it
Was that good? Is it worth it?
well, it's. I feel that all of season 4 is a setup for sequels. I mean, not sequels, spin-offs. But season 3 is phenomenal. And the show is just freaking fantastic, man.